Coming up on today's edition of Wildcat Weekly Extra, Mitt Romney, Barack Obama, and a presidential debate. All this and much more coming up next. Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly Extra. I'm Matt Kiley. There's been much debate amongst NICO students over who should win the election, but do they really know their candidates? Lauren and Christine dive into what Governor Romney is all about.
I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
This year, Mitt Romney is the Republican presidential candidate. Students at NICO Valley are not immune to having their preferences of candidates. Kate Danessa is a strong supporter of Governor Romney.
I stand for Romney because he stands for progress and accountability.
Both candidates agree that the economy is in need of repair. However, the candidates' views differ on how to approach a much-needed recovery.
Obviously, both candidates want to fix the economy, and Obama sees raising taxes as a means of fixing it, and Romney wants to lower taxes. He wants to cut the corporate tax rate to 25% so businesses can afford to hire more people and create more jobs. If you were a student with a 4.3 GPA, would you average that with someone else's 3.0 GPA? Of course not. We didn't all work hard in high school to help someone else get into college, and it's the same principle.
With all my energy and soul to restore that America, to lift our eyes to a better future. That future is our destiny. That future is out there. It is waiting for us. Our children deserve it. Our nation depends on it. The peace and freedom of the world require it. And with your help, we will deliver it. Let us begin that future for America tonight. Thank you so very much. May God bless you. May God bless the American people. And may God bless the United States of America.
For Wildcat Weekly Extra, I'm Lauren Bilgery along with Christine Boudreau.
Mitt Romney style. Wealthy ladies. Mitt.
As we all know, the 2012 presidential election is coming, and many are tuning into the news to help them decide who to vote for. Sydney and Leah look into what President Barack Obama is all about.
In 2008, America elected Barack Obama into office, and he is now up for re-election this year. Many have mixed reviews on Obama's presidency, but it is undeniable that he has made some notable changes in our country over the past 4 years.
There are three elements, I think, that really stand out with the president. Number one, he promised that we'd be out of the war in Iraq, which we are. Number two, his efforts to get Osama bin Laden, and they did. And then the third, one of his campaign promises that he definitely held through with, and true as well, is the fact that he passed his health care reform program.
This election, President Obama wishes to appeal to voters by adding on to what he has already built and continuing to make needed changes.
Obama's campaign slogan for this election is forward, and it's mostly just him continuing on the path that he's forged in the last 4 years, just trying to ensure even more economic stability over the next 4 years, and again, working to keep our place as a powerhouse in the world, and also, again, with social rights, just making people more equal, not just gays or minorities, but also working for equal pay for women, which has been a really big issue this election.
Because President Obama and Governor Romney are at both ends of the political spectrum, both men have different views on what kind of changes need to be made in order to create a more stable economy.
The governor, on the other hand, opposite of the president, feels that the stimulation of the economy is going to come by giving tax breaks to those who own those businesses and who will hopefully take that money that they're saving and reinvest it in the program. So when we look at the economy, I feel that Romney is talking about his pro-business background and his business-oriented background, where the president's going on plans from other presidents and kind of following Bill Clinton's game plan and his playbook on how he is going to create jobs and stimulate the economy and get America back on its feet.
Whether you are eligible to vote or not, being informed about these candidates and where they stand on certain issues is very important. For Wildcat Weekly Extra, I'm Leah Keating, along with Sydney Ferran.
Now that each political party has had a chance to show their side, Patrick and Jeremy mediate this presidential debate.
Hello, and welcome to the 2012 NEQA debate. I'm Jeremy Royko, and I will be your moderator today. Today, we will be discussing teenager issues. Representing President Obama is Mr. Walz, and representing Governor Romney is Mr. Gelsomino. Mr. Gelsomino and Mr. Walz are representing the position of their assigned candidates, and the views expressed here today are not necessarily their own personal opinions. Our first question. Post-high school, many Neuqua Valley students will be attending college. How would your candidate's presidency increase access to higher education? Mr. Gelsomino, you're up first.
Well, Jeremy, I first want to thank you for moderating this. Patrick, thank you for setting this up. And Mr. Walz, thanks for joining us. When Governor Romney was in charge of Massachusetts, he put together a scholarship program for students called the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship, where the top 25% of graduates could get tuition-free assistance if they attended a state school in Massachusetts. That would be a nice program to have nationwide. Unfortunately, and I wish we had more time, the issues are much deeper and costly, but programs like that would help students kind of bear some of the burden of the expensive rates that are currently being paid.
Mr. Walz, your views?
Great question, Jeremy. College expenses, the cost of college is one of the biggest concerns and biggest burdens on a high schooler today. A college student could graduate with $100,000 or more worth of debt. President Obama has increased the funding for Pell Grants. He has capped interest rates on student loans at 10%, preventing them from doubling. And he's also started the Pay-As-You-Earn program, which can save the average middle-class college graduate $4,000 a year.
Next question. Employment continues to be a hot topic during this presidential race. Many young college graduates leave their university facing a dim job market. How would your candidate's presidency change this unfortunate fact? Mr. Walz, what's your response? Mr. Gelsomino?
President Obama took office with the worst economy that America's seen since the Great Depression. America was losing 800,000 jobs a month when he first came in, the first day of office. Since then, he's had recovery, reform, and education. He enacted the Recovery Act to prevent that job loss from happening. We've seen 31 months of consecutive job growth. America now has 5 million more jobs than we had when he took office. He's also reformed. Wall Street had a financial collapse. He's increased educational access, getting students the education they need for jobs that we need here.
Well, some of that information I do agree with, but one thing that some fact checkers have found is that actually from the time President Obama took office in January 2009, we've actually seen a net loss of 300,000 jobs from the time he took office. Right now, it's a really dim market for college graduates. 52% of them are underemployed leaving school. 10% of them can't find jobs. Governor Romney has a 5-point plan investing in America and investing in people, and I believe that is the way to build jobs and give college graduates an opportunity to use their skills and get the most out of their college education.
Okay, and we are out of time. A big thank you to Mr. Walz and Mr. Gelsomino. This has been the 2012 NEQA debate for Wildcat Weekly Extra. I'm Jeremy Royko, along with Patrick and Zara.
Aaron hits the halls to find out which candidates students would vote for in the presidential election on this week's edition of Catwalking.
If I had to vote, I'd vote for Obama.
Yeah. Obama too well.
Yeah. So what? Obama.
Obama. Romney.
Probably Obama, because he's done well for us in the last few years.
I'd rather not share my political views.
Tyler Spike.
I'd vote for Obama. Romney. Obama. Romney. Democrat. Do you want me to be funny? Can I be the funny one?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Mitt Romney.
Laura Wagner for president.
It's not a choice, Obama.
Sarah Palin.
To be honest, I'm still undecided. There are a lot of things that I need to research and make sure that I'm making a correct decision, like all Americans.
Justin Bieber. Big Bird.
Obama.
Obama.
I pick Obama mainly because he's black.
We don't want to vote for anyone because we're creating our own party.
Obama.
Romney.
I think that Obama, he has been in office long enough to know what to do with this country, and Romney's the newcomer.
The world is laughing at Romney and his voters. Dude, Obama for days.
Obama. Obama. Obama.
Definitely Obama.
Romney.
Obama.
May the best candidate win. For Wildcat Weekly Extra, I'm Aaron Lee.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly Extra. Remember to either vote or stay informed in this presidential election.
Mitt Romney style.